Good afternoon, conference. My name's Kevin. I'm going to feedback briefly from the LGBT Caucus. I'll stand back from the microphone a bit too. We wanted to feedback to you all a recent horror experience that we had in the Momentum LGBT community, which was LGBT Labour's AGM. It was horrific. It was a right-wing stitch-up of ghastly proportions. There is the organisation of LGBT people within the Labour Party is in a dire state. I think that was our general feeling. The situation is that there is a fairly small cluster of, I'm afraid to say it, white gay men who are very right-wing, and they are the voice of LGBT Labour within the Labour Party. And we went to the AGM, and we had a very, very disappointing experience. But we were also had a very, very disappointing experience because of the organisation of the left at that AGM, which was disorganised. It was poor. A slate was put together without any reference to anyone in this room. It was another opaque slate that was formed, and the performance actually of the people who were there supposedly representing the left in that room was dismal too. It was actually embarrassing to watch. It's this complex of very entrenched right wing within one part of that organisation, but also not disunity of the left, simply disorganisation and an inability to listen to its grassroots, to listen to all of us and to come together and to collectively express what we think is the way forward is a massive weakness. And it's the weakness that we see through Momentum in the way it's been organised, and it's certainly the weakness that we felt in that room. And this is the thing that we wanted and we think that we need to move forward beyond. In the Labour Party, there was a consultation, apparently of all LGBT officers in the Labour Party, asking what LGBT representation should look like. Well, only one of us in that group had heard of it, and that's because currently there is a massive variation in whether any constituency actually has an LGBT officer and what that LGBT officer does. So there's that lack of organisation, but there's also a massive lack of a realistic network that represents the diversity in terms of our sexual and gender identities, our class identities, but also actually our political identities as a grouping within the Labour Party, and that's completely absent. So what we wanted to look at going forward are two big things, one of which is just the organisation of firefighting. We're actually having to chase things like the LGBT Labour, which has an automatic seat at conference, and it has a seat on the National Policy Forum of Labour. So this is an organisation with a little bit of influence and a little bit of importance, and needs not to be a bastion of a tiny cluster within the party, and that has to be opposed, and that has to be campaigned meaningfully and successfully. But also we have to think about how do we connect as a group. And the simple thing, like everything in this grassroots movement, is about building up simply. The way that this conference that we're standing in today is kind of, in a fantastic way, a cheap and simple and dirty and sexy little doing it for ourselves conference. It's the best. If no one's ever heard of Berlin's the unofficial motto of Berlin is we may be poor but we're sexy. And I think that replaces room 100%. Okay, and this is where we wanted to be going forward. So we are going to start simply. We're a small group of people. We were the biggest caucus today, I was just going to say. Sorry, the size is absolutely of no importance to but clearly we're a little network, a little group. We don't even understand our own diversity, and that was one of the things for it. Because actually the complexities of being LGBT, that alphabetical list, it captures so much, and there are so many people who actually that we should be standing for that are not, our voices are not called in the party at the moment. So we're going to explore a small network, start building up online, building up simply, and really seeing where it leads us. So I've got no simple answers, but what we want to do is we want to bring the radical back into LGBT politics. Because we believe we have fire in LGBT politics. And I'm not going to say that we've been neutered, that's entirely inappropriate, but we have been by some of the modes of equality, have been equality in the interests of a very nice, very rich, very comfortable, very neoliberal elite within the party and within the country. And that's not the equality we want. We want meaningful, deep equality. We want to understand ourselves and we want to help you to understand us too. Okay? Thanks.